is Vlogmas number 8, where I will be talking to you about creative writing. In particular, I will be focusing on the IEW Curriculum, which stands for the Institute for Excellence in Writing. Okay, so there are 3 levels to this curriculum. You have Year 1 Level A, Year 1 Level B, and Year 1 Level C. There's also a Year 2 Level A, there's also a Year 2 Level B, and also a Year 2 Level C. So it's quite a variety in terms of what you can get within this curriculum. So Level A is for children they say it's for children in grade 3 to grade 5. So in the UK, that would go for children in Year 4 to Year 6. Level B is recommended for children in grade 6 to grade 8. So in the UK, that would be Year 7 to Year 9. And Level C is recommended for children in grade 9 to grade 12. So in the UK, that would be Year 10 to Year 13. Okay, so it's quite a variety with this one. So far, I have taught Level A to my students, and I've had some really good results with this one. I've got a new class starting in January for Level B, and I'm currently teaching my homeschoolers Level C, and this class over here is the same class that Malaya Sky and Tiago are involved in. Within each of the booklets, there are different units. So you have Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3, Unit 4, Unit 5, Unit 6, Unit 7, Unit 8, Unit 9. Level A goes up to Unit 7. Level B goes up to Unit 9. So it stops at Unit 9, Formal Critique. And Level C also goes up to Unit 9. But it also has the added response to literature. Now, what's interesting about this course is that inventive writing comes at the end of the unit. Now, this is where most of my parents and most people want to start from in terms of creative writing. They want their child to write creatively, but this curriculum is very good at showing you that you have to go through different steps first, learn different skills first, before you get down to Unit 7, which is based on inventive writing. You also have a reading list, a recommended reading list with each of these units. So for Level A, they recommend these books for you to read: The Three Little Javelinas, Mr. Popper's Penguins, Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day, Peter Pan. In Level B, some of the recommended literature would be The Children's Homer, The Adventures of Odysseus and the Tale of Troy, Ballet Shoes, Swiss Family Robinson, The Hobbit. And then in Level C, the type of literature increases quite dramatically. The Wider, A Pirate Ship Feared, Wrecked and Found, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer by Mark Twain, Julius Caesar by Shakespeare, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. And on top of having those literature suggestions, there's also a range of literature that the children work through in each lesson. So right now we've been working on Lochinvar, where the children had to read a poem and then change it into a story. So I'll be very interested today to see how they got on with their work. And then there's other examples of stories and different themes that we will be covering per unit. So this is the teacher booklet. It says for students, but this is actually a teacher booklet that you would use to help you to teach your students. And it just goes through each week. It tells you exactly what it is that you need to do. So for example, on week 1 for Level A, we read about the dog in the shadow, and then we also read about the giant's saguaro. So then what happens is you play the DVD. It tells you that part 1 of the DVD will last for 29 minutes and 17 seconds, and part 2 will last for 29 minutes and 18 seconds. We tend to watch all this in one sitting, so that would last about an hour. It gives you the goals of what it is that children will be learning in the lesson. So for example, for this lesson, they'll be learning the Unit 1 note making an outline structure model. They'll be learning to write a keyword outline, to retell the content of a source text using just your outline, to correctly use new vocabulary, and the vocabulary that we used was reflection and cacti. So let's compare that with Level B, Unit 1, and see if there are any differences. This is just to give you an idea of which one to get. So the goals are the same for week 1, Level A. The goals are the same again, but the vocabulary is slightly different. Camouflage, deficient, enzyme. And then for Level C, the vocabulary will be things like preemptive strike, privateer, tumultuous. So can you see, it just increases. So the units stay the same, but the level of the source text increases in difficulty. So you'll find that you're learning the same things in each unit, but it really depends on your child's reading age as to where you would start. Now, if I was recommending one of the courses, I would say pitch for the middle. This one over here I felt was quite similar to level A in terms of the jump. There wasn't much of a jump between the two. The source texts were slightly, more advanced in this area, but the way the DVDs are laid out, the way that Andrew Pudwar teaches the lessons are very similar over here. Obviously, it changes for this one because there's a Unit 8 and a Unit 9 in there as well. The jump from level B to level C is quite dramatic. Let's have a look at some of the source texts, what they look like. So in terms of difficulty level, you can already see the difference with the font size and the amount of reading that they have to do. So for level A, the font size is quite big. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sentences in this one paragraph and 6 sentences. They've got pictures still, like quite a big picture of the dog to kind of get the children to really think about what's going on in the story. For level B, they still have a picture, but it's not as detailed as level A. The font size has got smaller, and there's now 2 paragraphs that they have to work with. Like 6 again, so they have six sentences in this paragraph as well, but they have a second paragraph also. And then for level B, they have 3 paragraphs, 1, 2, 3, 8. So in this paragraph, there are 8 sentences as well. So there's a comparison. Okay, so for Unit 7, the invented writing aspect, in level A, they don't start Unit 7 until week 20, which is quite late in the year, but that means that they would have perfected many of the other skills and had lots of opportunities to practice using different source text. When they get to Unit 7, the inventive writing unit, they will be writing about a subject of their choice. They only have to write 1 paragraph, and they have to focus on the structure of their writing, which are things like composition double-spaced. That's basically missing a line. They learn about the topic clincher sentences. They have to write a final draft. They have to have a rough draft and a keyword outline. They have 1 paragraph to do where they have to include all of these dress-ups: the ly adverb, the who which clause, the strong verb, the because clause, the quality adjective, the ww Asia clause, and the prepositional opener. And they have these banned words that they cannot use in their words: say, said, see, saw, think, thought, go, went, eat, ate, good, bad, fun. They can't use any of these words in their writing. And then they have to think about the mechanics of their writing. Have they used capital letters? Have they used end marks and punctuations? Have they used complete sentences, and does it make sense? And have they used correct spellings? Now, this is why it's important for parents to help the child to edit their work, to make sure that when they get to giving in their final draft, that is the best writing that they've done. Level B is the same structure as level A. The only difference is they have 2 paragraphs to write, and they also have an ly adverb opener as a sentence openers. The banned words are the same, the mechanics are the same, the structure is the same. Then when you go over to level C, again, the jump is quite dramatically. Whereas in level B, they get to inventive writing by week 17. In level C, they go to inventive writing by week 13. And this format is completely different. So they have the structure. They've got to look at the structure here, which is very similar, but it's an MLA format. It's slightly different because for this one, they're writing an essay, I believe. Yes, they're writing a university application essay for their inventive writing. They have to do 5 paragraphs, and each paragraph should have the dress-ups included and the sentence opener, which is a prepositional opener, the ly adverb opener, the ww Asia B clause. In level C, they also work on things like Shakespeare, and you've got author analysis. So I would say, personally, if you want to use this curriculum, I would say go with level B, unless you are quite good at marking this level over here. And also if you have children that need a lot more challenge. So out of all 3, these 2 are quite similar. These 2 are quite similar. This one is definitely more advanced. Okay, so there you have it. That was just a quick review of the IEW program curriculum. I have got a lot more videos that I want to do on creative writing, as it is one of those areas that you need to know how to do it in order to make your child succeed with it. In the UK, if you're looking at doing 11 plus for your children, you can introduce your children to things like the soap method or the shampoo method, where the letters stand for different things, like the S will stand for similes, the H will stand for hyperbole. The A in shampoo stands for alliteration. You've got metaphors, you've got personification, onomatopoeias and openers, things like that. So you can introduce different checklists for your child to do in order for preparing them for writing tasks like they would do in 11+ exams. In the UK, for the national curriculum, writing is assessed internally by the teachers. But anyway, if you have any comments about creative writing, leave them down below. I haven't covered everything in this video, as I've really just kind of honed in on the curriculum that I use within the homeschool environment and with my children, and also I've run some classes here as well for this curriculum, which is quite new for people in the UK. Children tend to use a curriculum called Big Write that you might have heard of, so it's quite different from that, but it is one that I use. Okay, but like I said, leave a comment down below and I will see you on another video. God bless, bye.